This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness.
Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke. I'm on a mission, won't hang by your ropes. I see in the vision, won't follow the trope. Common a moniker, raising my power level. People sleeping on me, now they woke.
It's
Yeah,
sad.
definitely.
Yeah. But anyways, we have the last story. We have a successful woman. She was so desperate.
So desperate. Why is the successful ones always desperate? Didn't we just do last week? It was a professor. She was a professor who was after somebody. Like, what? Okay, so this so successful woman. What kind of job she had?
I forgot exactly. We're gonna hear what type of job she had. But the thing is, here's the thing about a lot of most successful women. The reason why they be so desperate, they've been focused on, on building their careers and shit. Never dated anybody, and then because I've seen that before, where a young lady, she was about 30. I think I was 25 at the time. And then she was about to be 40. And then she was in a rush. Told me I want a child from you. I'm like, what? What
right now.
I never heard of shit like that. Yeah. And she started doing good, and then she wanted a child.
Right.
Well, yeah, but anyways, let's check out the story.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Body was found in the master bedroom of the couple's North Kensington home Sunday morning after her husband called 911 to say he'd returned from church to find his wife dead. Court documents reveal the bedroom was completely ransacked and spattered with blood. Neighbors told police on WUSA 9 they heard nothing.
Yeah.
They were very private neighbors.
This is a tragic story about a brilliant and beloved woman who found herself trapped in an ugly marriage. According to testimony in the trial that just ended here in Montgomery County, Lauren Charles died after being beaten and having a pillowcase shoved down her throat.
She just understood that she needed to get away because it was not healthy for her.
Lauren's father, John Charles Jr. of New Orleans, spoke in the wake of the guilty verdict.
Reginald Dunlop is a predator. He had nothing inside of him but evil.
Mr. Charles said family and friends saw the troubles and supported Lauren.
But it took a long time.
There had been emotional abuse, financial abuse, verbal abuse, gaslighting.
Hi, I'm Lauren Charles. I'm a graduating 3L at Oregon Law. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Welcome to Explore.
Let me go all the way to 3:30. Give me 1 second. Right here.
Friends noticed several red flags in Reginald's behavior. He said he lived with his mother, whom Lauren never met, and he was vague about his employment status. On one occasion, when Lauren attempted to surprise him at home by visiting the address he had given her, she discovered an empty lot.
What's up?
Despite these troubling signs, Lauren's friends chose not to interfere, hoping that she would find
not an empty lot.
The address that he had given her, she went to visit him as a surprise, only to find out that there was nothing at that address. I think it was a vacant lot. And it was like a slap in the face.
I remember early on, a couple of us being like, oh, Lauren could do so much better, but we want her to be happy. So if she's happy, we'll support this.
When Lauren introduced Reginald to her father, John, the meeting did not go as she had hoped. John, who was old school and valued respect, was immediately put off by Reginald's casual appearance, particularly his baseball cap worn sideways. This simple gesture struck John as disrespectful, and it set the tone for his first impression. He couldn't see what Lauren saw in Reginald and felt uneasy about the man she was considering building a life with. Despite wanting to support his daughter, John couldn't shake the feeling that Reginald was not the right partner for her. Reginald proposed to Lauren, and despite all the glaring red flags and concerns from her friends and family, she accepted. This was her chance to fulfill her deep desire to be married and start a family, something she had always longed for. Lauren chose to look past the doubts, hoping that love and commitment would bring the happiness she sought. Before their wedding, it became clear that Reginald Dunlop Jr. didn't have any close friends or family to celebrate with him. When it was time for his bachelor party, Lauren's friends had to step in. One of her friends' husbands organized the party, and it was attended almost entirely by Lauren's male friends and the husbands of her female friends. Reginald
That's
had no
weird.
family or friends of his own there, which seemed very odd and raised concerns among Lauren's friends. In 2019, Lauren married Reginald, hoping to find the
Right
love
before
and
COVID.
family she always dreamed
Right
of.
before fucking
However,
COVID hit.
just like at the bachelor
It was
party,
already
the
hitting
wedding
in
highlighted
2019.
more red flags. None of Reginald's family attended, and the few people on his side were actually Lauren's friends or their husbands. This lack of support from Reginald's family and friends was troubling and made Lauren's loved ones uneasy. Despite
Okay.
these
That's
concerns,
crazy.
Lauren's friends and family decided to support her, hoping things might improve after the wedding. Lauren, driven by her deep desire for love and family, was determined to make the relationship work. She believed in giving Reginald a chance, even though there were increasing signs that he might not be the right partner for her. After they got married, Reginald moved into the home Lauren owned, and it didn't take long for her to start seeing him for who he really was. She began to notice that he couldn't keep a job and relied on her to support him financially. Reginald also started to show controlling behavior, isolating her from friends and making her feel guilty for not being the perfect wife. He would complain that her friends made him uncomfortable, which pushed Lauren to the point where she had to go outside or sit in her car just to call them. On top of that, Lauren discovered that Reginald was cheating on her. By October 2020, Lauren confided in a close friend about Reginald's cheating and her intention to leave him. Realizing the potential danger Lauren was in, her friends decided to conduct a background check on Reginald. The results were alarming. The background check revealed that Reginald had children he had never mentioned to Lauren. This discovery was a significant blow to Lauren, who felt betrayed and deceived. It confirmed her friends' suspicions that Reginald was not who he appeared to be. They became even more concerned for Lauren's safety and well-being. Armed with this new information, Lauren's
He was a liar.
friends rallied around her,
And a cheater.
offering their full support as she planned to end her marriage. Lauren decided to give Reginald until the end of March 2021 to move out of her house. However, she faced legal challenges due to eviction moratoriums and hesitated to seek a protective order. As Lauren's unease around Reginald grew, she began to feel increasingly unsafe in her own home. The once comforting space now felt threatening, and her anxiety reached a point where she started sleeping with a knife under her pillow. Despite the risks, Lauren's friends stood by her, providing emotional support and encouraging her to take steps to ensure her safety. They knew the situation was precarious, but hoped that with their help, Lauren would be able to extricate herself from the abusive relationship. On the morning of March 7, 2021, Reginald Dunlop Jr. made a call to the police. In a surprisingly calm voice, he told them, "I just got in from church, and I think my wife is dead." He explained that he found his wife, Lauren Charles, unresponsive when he returned home from church, and that he hadn't spoken to her at all that morning before he left. During the call, Reginald also mentioned that he and Lauren had been sleeping in separate bedrooms for some time. He claimed that when he woke up that morning, he didn't check on her before leaving for church. It was only when he returned home that he decided to see how she was doing and found her unresponsive. Reginald mentioned that she wasn't breathing and felt cold to the touch, making it seem like he had just discovered the terrible scene.
I just got in from church and I think my wife is dead. Okay.
He sounds like a girl.
Yeah.
And what makes you think that, sir? Because she's not breathing. Okay. Is she cold? She's like, yes. Okay.
Police respond to the call.
They encountered a deeply disturbing crime scene that bore witness to a violent and desperate struggle. Lauren's bedroom was in complete disarray. Furniture was overturned and broken, with dresser drawers pulled out and their contents strewn across the floor. The bed had been lifted and placed on its side against the wall, smeared with marks, further illustrating the severity of the attack. The walls and floors of the bedroom were marked with handprints, indicating Lauren's desperate attempts to escape her attacker. These handprints were particularly evident near the bedroom door, suggesting that Lauren had tried to flee from the room. Tragically, she was found near the foot of the bedroom door, where she ultimately succumbed to her injuries. Investigators discovered that Lauren had been attacked with a heavy object, which was found at the scene. Additionally,
they used the
a
religious
pillowcase had been used in a
piece.
way that prevented her from breathing. The severity of the attack was evident in the numerous injuries she sustained. The strong smell of bleach permeated the house,
Oh man, what a
particularly around
dumbass.
Lauren's body. The bleach was poured over her in an attempt to destroy evidence. The bedroom was ransacked, with drawers emptied and items scattered, in an effort to stage a fake burglary. The lack of forced entry, combined with the signs of a staged burglary and the marks on Reginald's hands without any injuries, pointed to an inside job.
Hold on, let me stop it right there. So this dumbass, you mean to tell me, bruh, like you wanted to fool the police like that, bro?
He poured bleach on her body. He's a fucking
Bro, you so
inhumane.
dumb.
He's
Like,
just
what a
fucking
dumbass. Like
pathetic.
you want people to believe that, bruh? With the bleach, like people
Just
can
the
see the bleach.
just the phone call alone to the 911 operator sounded, and I'm gonna just say it, non-remorse. It sounded like he didn't care. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a husband who really loved his wife, like going, like, like begging and pleading for someone to get here to help save her. No, that wasn't what I heard in that phone call. And that's just that. Like, no.
Yeah, dude just a dumbass.
He's fucking dumb. And that's like pathetic. Cause you were doing, like, he's doing everything wrong while this lady's just living her life trying to be the same and continue being successful. Like, what?
Man, insane.
Freeloader.
Crime scene at Lauren Charles's home painted a grim picture of her final moments. The broken furniture, handprints, and the location of her body revealed the horror she endured. Despite Reginald Dunlap Jr.'s attempts to cover up his actions, the evidence at the scene ultimately exposed the truth of his crime. Investigation revealed more damning evidence. Health data from Lauren's phone indicated she had died hours before Reginald claimed to have found her. Reginald was arrested and charged with the murder of his wife.
Court documents reveal that the victim, Lauren Charles, and her husband, Reginald Dunlap Jr., may have been staying in separate bedrooms and were possibly headed for separation. The murder of Charles is a stunning loss, according to people who knew her. Lauren Charles, at age 40, was a lawyer with a master's degree in historic preservation who grew up in New Orleans and was the granddaughter of a renowned Creole plaster artist named Earl Barthé. She was a former assistant director of admissions at the University of Oregon School of Law, where she was a graduate, the school's dean of students said. Charles's career in D.C. took her to Leidos, a major government contractor and consulting firm, where she did work for the Justice Department, according to a family spokesperson. She married Reginald Dunlap Jr. in 2019, according to a post on Charles's Facebook page. Police said Charles' body was found in the master bedroom of the couple's North Kensington home Sunday morning, after her husband called 911 to say he'd returned from church to find his wife dead. Court documents reveal the bedroom was completely ransacked and spattered with blood, and that officers observed what they believed to be blood on Dunlap's hand.
Let me stop it right there. I ain't trying to offend nobody, but I noticed like people that always have all the degrees and all this shit going on, they be the dumbass. Like they choose the dumbass people. You know what I'm saying? People that have all these degrees, a lot of things going on.
No, and also, well, I'm saying that's your opinion. And I feel as if they're a lot trustworthy because of like, I don't know, maybe life wasn't as hard to them. So a lot of them are like a lot more trustworthy of these people.
I see where you're going.
I think she might have been trying to help him a little bit, but
Yeah.
like, but it's just sad. Like, you can't be trustworthy. It looks like you don't know what you're doing. It does look a little like, yeah, it could have like, you could blame this person, but at the same time, like you can't control someone else's actions at all.
True. Yeah.
Hell no. He's a grown ass man. Played her. All she wanted to do was leave. Let me leave. I just feel like when you're sleeping in separate rooms, not just separate beds or separate sides of the bed, that's the one thing, but they were in two separate rooms.
Separate rooms, yes.
That was probably eating at him, or whatever the case may be. And it's like he boiled over. Don't boil over. Just you could have went in there and fixed your marriage. You didn't try to fix your marriage. Boom. Now you gotta kill her. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
dude was a loser from you can tell he was a loser because
Yeah, she got a lot more sense than him, but maybe not the street sense that
yeah,
he might have had to run the game. Like how you're saying it kind of like makes her look like a dumbass. But
dumbass. Exactly,
in the bigger scope of it, it's just like she was just too trustworthy. Like hell,
exactly. You
bitch,
nailed it.
nobody probably never crossed her
Mhm.
until then. And 2019, like we were saying, that was when like a lot of the crazies were just doing whatever they wanted to do back then. Like you could get over on a lot of different things. A lot of people got together
Mhm.
during these times and like couldn't figure it out. And then what? Y'all don't want to separate? Separate.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard, but it's not
Yeah,
easy.
it'd be hard.
Yeah, it's not easy, but sometimes that's the best thing to do.
hmm don't ruin your life, don't ruin no one else's life because you don't want to separate. That's
Exactly.
Investigators
unsensible.
found an empty bottle of bleach next to the body and cleaning
Mm,
supplies.
mm, mm, mm.
Before he was arrested and charged, Dunlap told investigators the couple were possibly separating and that he did not want to break up. Neighbors told police on WUSA 9 they heard nothing.
They were very private neighbors.
The dean of students at Charles's law school alma mater, who knew her well, described her as brilliant, caring, and dedicated. The chairman and CEO of Leidos, in a written statement, said the company is stunned and saddened. Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
The trial of Reginald Dunlap Jr. began in early 2023, drawing significant attention due to the shocking details of the case and the high-profile nature of Lauren Charles's professional background. The prosecution built a compelling case, presenting a detailed narrative of the events leading up to Lauren's death and the evidence found at his death. Witnesses, including Lauren's friends and family, testified about her growing fear and unease around Reginald. They recounted how she had confided in them about his infidelity, his secretive nature, and her plans to leave him. The background check revealing Reginald's undisclosed children further demonstrated his pattern of deceit. Defense attempted to argue that Reginald had no motive to kill Lauren and suggested that the scene could have been staged by an intruder. However, the overwhelming evidence, including the staged burglary, the strong smell of bleach, and the bloodstains on Reginald's hands, contradicted this narrative. Throughout the trial, the courtroom was filled with Lauren's supporters, including family, friends, and colleagues. Their presence was a testament to the profound impact she had on those who knew her and their unwavering commitment to seeking justice on her behalf. After a thorough examination of the evidence and testimonies, the jury found Reginald Dunlap Jr. guilty of first-degree murder in March 2023. He was sentenced to life in prison with all but 55 years suspended. Additionally, he was
Wait,
required to
what?
serve 5 years of supervised probation upon release.
I mean, you got to do 55 minimum. I think. I don't
Wait,
know.
did they say 55 suspended?
Yeah.
So how many years is he gonna do? If he got life, but 55
I
years
think
is
55
suspended.
minimum. We got to look it up.
So is he gonna do at least 25 years? But he need to go
Nah.
get death penalty. They don't might not have that where they from, but no, this lady didn't deserve that. No,
Yeah.
I'm not with that one.
2023. He was sentenced to life in prison with all but 55 years suspended. Additionally, he was required to serve 5 years of supervised probation upon release.
That's a
The
weird
arrest
one. I'm
and
not to look
trial
it
of
up.
Reginald Dunlap Jr. brought a sense of closure to Lauren Charles's family and friends.
Yeah, he gonna die in jail.
Basically.
Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, but the whole thing, yeah, like you said, she just trusts. You can tell she the type of person she just trusts people, like just anybody.
And also she probably didn't. She needed somebody, a
Yeah.
brother, big brother, somebody to just, bam, beat him up 1 or 2 or 3 good times because she had been having problems with him already, telling everybody about him. But I don't know what he was saying to her to make her convince, come back, or whatever the case may be, stay with me or whatever. It's just sad, that we trust people and then they don't have our best intentions. So gotta
Exactly.
look out for ourselves. Everybody, look out for yourself first.
Look
Love
out for
yourself.
yourselves, man. Love yourself.
Yes.
You see the red flags,
Run the other way. Or come on right over here to Cammy Low Key TV, and we'll get your story, and we will give you all the advice that you need.
Exactly.
Straight
Yeah, I
up.
feel like we give people a lot of advice now.
Yeah, straight up, we do.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah.
Yes, sir. But anyways, that's it for today, Big Chicken. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you, dog.
Back tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, man. We appreciate everybody for watching.
Y'all hit that like button, hit
Facebook,
that comment,
Instagram,
subscribe.